let me worry about the amount of play points I have. Play Decklist against 4 color. I don't think this matchup's terrible. Like, I've been watching the games. Like, I think we've gotten, like, very mana screwed and mana flooded throughout all of the matches. It's not that bad against 4 color. But it's also, like, this is the first time I've been, what the hell? I haven't been playing against 4 color very much. I don't, like, really expect this to have been, like, a big meta shift. I think, like, a lot of this is variance playing against 4 color 4 times in a row, or 3 times in a row, sorry. Kind of don't expect to play it against it again, to be honest. Is it Eldrazi, huh? Discard Drowner of Hope. Any chance on Esper Ephemeral Emaris of Wandering Mind? I think that Wandering Mind is the better variant, so don't expect me to play the 60 card version anytime soon. I've been really liking the Wandering Mind version. I think it's the card pass token thing, maybe. Thank you, Smiles, for the tier 1 subscription. Do I want to trade Ragavan and Kolaghan's command for Thoughtseize? I think I'm down. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they didn't take the Tourach. I thought that might mean they have a second Thoughtseize. I'm not sure. Put Monkey back in hands. I feel like I want to make them discard with the Tourach here. Or like make them discard because I've got the Tourach in my hand. Or I'm really likely to just be able to get them Hellbent next turn. Second Temple. Second Thoughtseer. Okay. They did have the second Seer. I also have Lurrus to get back Ragavan. Then they have one card in their hand. How about with only one Tourach? Maybe you're right. Drowner of Hope, huh? Consider my hope drowned. Is the list available? If you type exclamation point deck in chat, you can find any lists I've been playing lately. I'm just gonna concede. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. I don't think things were getting better from that point. I think this is my sideboard plan. No, they have colored mana sources to get around Void Mirror. I don't usually like Alpine Moon for Eldrazi Temple. It's just like usually not worth the card. Like they only have 4 temples. They probably don't have tutors for them, and the temple still taps for mana, you know. Ragavan's probably pretty good. I got 2 baubles. I'm gonna keep this. It's pretty good. This doesn't look like a good matchup. It's probably better than it looks. Please be Chalice. Okay, thank you. No! Turn 1 Chalice of the Void. I haven't seen that in a while. Oh, wait, we get to exile this. Discards the mountain we knew about. little short of casting Old Drowner of Hope. I'm going to Thoughtseize. I think there's a good chance they've got a Thought-Knot Seer over there. Thought-Knot Seer and Smasher, but they can't cast the Smasher unless they top deck Temple. So I'll just take the Smasher. They play the Cavern. Get to Tourach their hand empty. Draw land for turn. Alright, probably winning game 2. Alright, I'll go and cast this one. I also have Delirium for Unholy Heat, so I can't. They can't even top deck anything, right? Can I ask for less? I don't like to do that. I also feel like you can reverse engineer it pretty easily. It's blue red Eldrazi. They're playing Gemstone Caverns. They're playing Chalice. They're playing Drowner. They're playing all the Eldrazi. I don't think it's gonna be that hard for you guys to reverse engineer necessarily, but I don't like to ask my opponents for lists. You're kidding? Well, you know, how am I supposed to know? This is a lull, not a kappa. I probably have to keep this because this hand's kind of good against Chalice. Or it's good if we draw a land where we go turn 1 Ragavan, they play turn 2 Chalice on the play, and then we get to Kolaghan's Command the Chalice if we draw a land in the top 3. Alright, that's a land. It's in the top 3. Big question is, do we play the Bauble? I think I can afford to hold the Bauble for a turn. Wait, they're playing Bolt and Chalice? Kind of weird, right? Yeah, I didn't issue getting Ragavans from Mana Traders too. Three Ragavans all in the graveyard. Drowner of Hope. No third land for my opponent. Probably gonna Lurrus in the hand here. Do you think maybe they F6 through their turn? No, I don't think. I just think they don't have another land. Yeah. Okay. With all the ephemera thing, do you think Displacer's good fit somewhere? Not really, no. Displacer's a pretty underpowered modern card. I know it used to see play in modern, but it is not. It's just not a card that's very good. Yeah, still no land for my opponent. Got there. You're good, Rohan. GG's to you. That looked pretty cool. I miss casting Drowner of Hope. Although every time I think about Drowner of Hope, oh well, Voidwalker's gonna be a little late this game maybe. Every time I think about Drowner of Hope, I think about a PPTQ match I played where I was playing against Infect. This is my win in for top 8. I was playing Bant Eldrazi, and I had Drowner, and my opponent went go to combat, and I said okay, but I was like my whole plan was to like tap the creature, and I just let it attack. I just let it attack, and I lost. It was horrible. And there, yeah, every time I see a Drowner of Hope, I just get flashbacks to that moment. It was a dark day. Well, I have found this matchup to be pretty good. Although the Wandering Mind version is much better against red-black. They discard Unmarked Grave Ending. Also didn't win into Pascal because of the forgot ETB trigger. Dude, Pascal was really good with the Eldrazi deck. I remember I loved to watch him and BBD play the deck back in the day. Am I going to cast a Muldrifter? Okay. Not given the opportunity to, unfortunately. This is my sideboard plan. I'm sideboarding like so fast with this deck now. But I cut the bolts, cut the Kolaghan's commands for the 4th Thoughtseize, the 3rd Terminate, and the 3rd and 4th Voidwalker. Oh wait, there's still a bolt in the decks. Oh, everybody stop. Maybe a Kolaghan's command is better. I'll play with bolt. I think I'll play a bolt instead. Sideboarding too fast, huh? Yeah, I really don't like Kolaghan's command in this matchup. Could maybe play a Void Mirror actually for maybe Void Mirror is better so they can't evoke and they can't rebound ephemerate. I'm not sure. Love this hand though. I'm sure I love this hand. I guess I'm gonna bubble myself. But that PPTQ story I was just telling, I think that's like the worst tournament I've ever played in my entire life. I had like a lot going on that day. So I had like a really bad day and it just like really showed in my gameplay. I think I'm taking the ending because it's just a cleaner answer to the Voidwalker than the Solitude, right? Okay, so they're going to Ephemerate their Grief. They're going to take Voidwalker, Tourach, I imagine. Yeah, please don't fight the mods, chat. It's just really not that big a deal. I know some people making fun of the Eldrazi player's deck, but yeah, like they immediately showed up in the chat, you know? It's just not a good vibe to have, you know what I mean? Someone pops in and says GG's, sees people making fun of the deck. It's just a bad time. And if the mod yells at you, and if you feel like it's unjust, you know, it might be sometimes they're a little aggressive with the ban hammer, but it's always better to be more aggressive than too lenient, I feel. Just make sure nothing... Because they gotta make decisions real quick, too. Anybody got the 411 on the Reddit leak? Is this is still allowed, I guess? Yeah, I want to get an extra card in the yard here so I can leave both Bauble and Voidwalker in my graveyard for Luris. So yeah, if you're gonna say anything about our opponent's decks, like you should always do it with the frame of mind that our opponent might just pop in the chat and see your comment, you know? If you're gonna say something mean, it's usually not good to say it. And my opponent's deck was definitely very cool. I definitely thought it was very cool. I miss casting Drowner of Hope. I have a lot of nostalgia for that kind of archetype, and that's a good enough reason to play a deck like that. Okay, they've got no cards in their hands. I guess I should attack first, but... I want to attack here because if they draw Ephemerate, they can get my Luris out of my hand, so... I guess they can also draw Persist, but they have 3 Ephemerates left in the deck and only 2 Persist, so... Because they pitched Persist earlier. Oh, no, they didn't. They pitched Archon. That's right. Okay, never mind then. It's the same. Explosives on 3. Well, I still get to go Lurrus Voidwalker. And the Voidwalker is a huge headache for them. Oh, that's true. They have a grief in the graveyard anyways. Makes sense. Of course, of course. I guess I'll kick the Tourach. Poor Tourach. I'm always kicking him. They discard Mending. Exile Mending. Okay, we have a channel point option where we tell our opponent what we saw with Bauble. You have a channel point option to BM our opponent. Probably not. It's kind of funny though. Alright, we got some red 1-drops. I'm gonna keep. Let's freaking go. Playing against Kihira, the Orphan Guard. So maybe our run-ins to Belcher here. Oh, thank Klothys. This is just a dumb blue deck. I think I'm gonna cast the Monke. Hopefully this is like blue-white control, not 4-color. 4-color is not that good of a matchup. If this is 4-color and they have Chalice, it's kind of bad here. So like usually I play the Ragavan on turn 1 to like mitigate the downsides of Chalice a little bit. It'd be really funny if they Spreading Seas my Cliffs and then I get to like hit Teferi and I can cast it because they have Spreading Seas here. Oh, I think they're gonna Solitude my Ragavan with the amount they're pausing. Pitching against a Fairy Hero. Well, I am happy to play against blue-white. Obviously, it's not an auto win, but it is a matchup I feel really comfortable in. Sorry for rhyming. Won't happen again. Yeah, I'm just happy not to play against 4-color again. These matchups take so long. Played in so many of them. Can I speak exclusively in rhyme? No, I'm not that smart or clever or interesting. I think I'll go Channeler Heat. Where I feel like the Surveil is really valuable here, and then I don't also want to commit into Supreme Verdict if I can help it. Heating is a bit awkward if I feel like they might have another Teferi Hero, which I do because they pitch a Teferi Hero, but can't play around everything. We also might just find a Tourach and win. Bad draw. Okay, I think we do need to play the Channeler this turn. So that way we could go Channeler Lurrus at hand. If they Verdict, we get to go Lurrus Channeler. And if they go for a Teferi, we have the possibility of getting Delirium, although it's kind of unlikely. They do have the second Teferi. So if we can find a way to get Delirium, it's probably going to be a discard spell or Bauble. That's going to be what we're off the top deck. Okay, that's discard spell. We also can maybe find a Bauble. Alright, one more look at a artifact or creature for Delirium. Missed really hard. Counterspell. Yeah, missing on Delirium is probably game losing. Yeah, just terminate the Teferi. We have any Dreadbore fans in the chat? Any Dreadbore fans in the chat, huh? Spike, why aren't we playing Dreadbore, huh? Oh. Me, I am a Dreadbore fan. Bottom 2 more lands, sheesh. Really hoping to hit anything I could like play off Luris. Hoping to hit Delirium. So if they counterspell this, I get Delirium. So I'm playing a pre-combat. Yeah. If Unholy Heat weren't a thing, maybe I'd be playing it. Oh, they have Delirium. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna cast Luris. I have a hard time playing around things here, I think. Is there an argument for similar blood shoots? There's not in your Unholy Heat deck. We have 4 copies of Unholy Heat. Unholy Heat is pretty busto. And instant speed removal is so relevant, especially right now with the popularity of Titan and Hammer Time. Instant speed removal is super relevant. It's also relevant against Murktide for sure. But the reality is I should just have the right removal spell in my hand at any moment, you know? I just need to have the right removal spell in my hand and not the wrong one. They keep a card on top. I think I'll concede to them keeping a card on top. We're super dead here. So this is the sideboard plan. You bring in the Thoughtseize, 2 Voidwalkers, cut 2 Terminates. Excuse me, cut a Heat. Maybe I'm never here when you play control 4-color hammer. Do not enjoy their play compared to Lex of Red Black. I guess you're not here. I play tons of decks besides Red Black. I know I've been playing it a lot, like maybe today, and like I played one league yesterday. I've been playing it for most of today, and I've been playing literally only other decks for like the last week and a half, right? Maybe I played like maybe a little bit of other Red Black. No, yeah, since Vegas, I haven't been playing this deck that much, right? Been playing a lot of other stuff. Leave Heat over Bolt. The problem is, like, you really don't want to draw 2 Heats early is the problem. You can draw Bolts kind of early, get a Surveil with Channeler. But it's like, yeah, you really can't afford to draw, like, too many Heats early. Green room for Shutting Spree over Spellbomb. You need Spellbomb to beat Sanctifier. You're going to lose to Sanctifier if you cut them. Why not Pyrite Spellbomb? I'm not expecting that they're going to have Sanctifier in their deck. Thank you, Ben. I love to see that message. I do love to see that message. I'm going to play Monke on 1. Love to have Den of the Bugbear. They have Ending. Then we get to go Channeler Inquisition. There we go. I'll keep that. I'll keep that. Whoa! Yeah, they must have kept 5 lands and drawn a land for turn. Oh, the My Friend Says comments. That's become a pretty good meme, I think. We need a little Harry MTG momentum. Okay, I'll play. If we win this match, I'll play the Harry clip. I'm gonna try to scry into a black source here. Success. Kind of bad if they find a verdict, but I'm just gonna commit into it. They have a Solitude. They Solitude Pichikahira, so they don't have verdict in their hand, which is nice. And then I will just sack the Voidwalker so that it can be recurred with Luris. I think that's more relevant than 3 life here. It's also a creature. It's also type for Channeler. They discard 2 lands, the Scalding Tarn, and then an island. They drew another land. That's awesome. So their hand is currently Misty, Flooded Strand, Fountain. They drew another land. That's just nuts. All right, variance seems to be swinging in our favor, huh? Does Goyf fit in Ponza? I don't think so. It's like without discard spells, Goyf is a lot worse. But it's really good with discard spells. If you're playing discard spells and you're playing green, you should be playing Goyf right now. Oh yeah, the Kira. Yeah, I kind of mentally checked off the Kira because it's like always in that revealed zone, so I just kind of like block it off. I did just sacrifice Voidwalker without choosing a card. You can sacrifice it. You sacrifice it and then you choose a card. And if there's no card to choose, it still can get sacrificed, just like this spot. Those are the questions I love answering. When I feel like I get to like provide some cool information, those are the questions I love answering. And the questions I hate answering are the questions that you ask. The ones that you ask. Those are the ones I don't like to answer. They plus the Teferi. Scary Fairy. But they can't, unless they have like Path to Exile, which should be, you know, fine here. They just attack them, right? Just kill them. Cool. Go to game 3. Your Din of the Bugbear can attack with another Din activated, not attacking, make 2/1. Yeah, if you activate Din's ability twice, it makes 2/1/1s. My friend wants to know how Blood Moon Saga works. How do you respond? It doesn't work is how it works. It just doesn't. Season ends in 67 days. We got a long race, but I really just I need to catch up. I know it's an insanely long race left, but I need to catch up. It's you know, it is a marathon, not a sprint, but it's also certainly a race of attrition, you know. Okay, on the draw here, I usually Thoughtseize in these spots to like stagger Rest in Peace. Or try to. Okay, I'll take the Typhoon. I can Thoughtseize the counterspell before Channeler next turn if I want to. Or I can also trade Channeler for Thoughtseize and go... Yeah, I can go Din of the Bugbear, Channeler. If they counter, I'll cast Ragavan. If they don't... I might just cast Ragavan anyways. Yeah, this seems fine. There's Plains Breeding Pool Mystery card. Let's attack before we Bauble. Pretty good. So if I see like a Teferi hero or something, I'm going to hold the Thoughtseize. Okay, let's Kroxa here, I think. We draw a land, we get to escape Kroxa. We also get to dash Ragavan next turn. If not, we know that the coast is going to be clear. They've been flooding out really bad these last 2 games. Kihira in the hand. Tap lands. Am I going to cast this Kroxa or just leave the treasure? I think I'll probably cast the Kroxa. Oh, shouldn't have attacked. They had a land on top. It's also clear now. Should never have attacked there. Yeah, I wonder if they discard land or Kihira. Probably Kihira. Oh, discard land. I'm happy with that. Your hand is Island, Kihira, mystery card. That's pretty bad for me. Stupid spreading seems to be getting me all day today. Let's see what they're drawing. Another land. Okay, black source is what we needed. Kihira has vigilance. Do I block? I think I'll block. I think this trade is gonna happen, so I'll just like save myself some life. And then I think I want to go for Kroxa escape. Leave second Kroxa, Bauble, Ragavan. Ragnar, thank you for the 6 months. Appreciate ya. Long time. I feel like I pretty often interchange the words Who's that guy got a trophy? Bob? Congrats to Bob. I feel like I interchange the words Kroxa, Ragavan, and Luris. I'll just call them all different names all the time. Just like I'm a mom. You know, did your mom ever call you by your siblings' names? Kind of the same thing. At least my mom does. They top deck hero. Well, it's pretty bad for me. Monkeys can't cry. Thank you for the 4 months. They attack with the Solitude when I have Den of the Bugbear in hand and like Luris, Ragavan Luris. They must have something here. I'm gonna cast the Luris. Okay, they should. I guess I guess maybe should have cast the Channeler first, but they have to have like Path Exile for me to get like super punished here. Dang it! Okay, they have the. I got super punished. Damn it. Okay, but I can get Delirium. I can bolt this, attack with Delirium next turn. Okay, just missing on that card is such a big deal. It's just so hard for them to have something that kills the Luris. It has to be like Purge or Path, which aren't that common. As the one card too that they just top decked off the Teferi. But I did make it like a mistake there and get punished too. It was preventable. So now I heat the Solitude, and then I hope that Den of the Bugbear takes us home. Do I want Ragavan? I think with Rest in Peace in play, yeah. We were so ahead, man. Then my opponent's drawn 4 spells in a row now. I don't think I can afford to ignore the Teferi. They also get the castle. Teferi into Celestial Purge is so freaking nuts there. It's unreal. Two cards on the bottom. Plus Teferi. They have to have Solitude or Spreading. I guess Spreading Seas doesn't do it because I have 2 dens. They have to have Solitude, Typhoon, or Purge to stop my den from killing their Teferi. Must have drawn something because of the Solitude attack. Yeah, but it's like way more likely to be a counterspell. Yeah, I know it was a mistake. It was a mistake, Spike. Just my mistake, Spike. Just what do you want from me? I know. Just hammer it into me. Okay, if they're gonna let the den attack, they don't have an answer for the den, right? I guess they could have Typhoon. I'm not gonna play around it. I think they put 2 cards on the bottom. If they have Typhoon, it's fine. No, not all out Teferi. If they had an answer, like this is only bad against Typhoon, and I think that like I need things to start going right for me, right? They've already used 1 Typhoon. I don't know how many they're playing. I really need things to start going right. I'm gonna play the Ragavan, especially because of Chalice. One on bottom, one on top. This is Verdict. That's fine. Main Fate they lose, and which is, you know, a lot less scary with that Rest in Peace being out there. We have Lethal. We have Lethal if they find nothing off their 4 cards, you know. Let's not celebrate too quickly. Wait, do we not? 4 plus 4. Oh yeah, we're 1 short even. Okay, 1 Spreading Seas. I still have a second Den. They have 3 cards in their hands. One of them is Prismatic Ending. So that was a very good turn for them, but we do get to attack them down to 3. They have 1 card left. Okay, they're gonna Prismatic Ending another token? That's a good exchange for me. I'm happy with that being their last 2 cards, Flooded Strand Ending. And I'm happy to draw the 3rd Den of the Bugbear. Shout out to the person on Twitter today who asked me to cut the 3rd Den of the Bugbear. I win the internet argument. That wasn't really an argument. But I do win. This is dedicated to you. Don't upkeep Scry here. Don't ever upkeep Scry here. Like, you need to draw like a 4 or 5 mana spell here. Yeah, you can't afford to upkeep Scry. There's like nothing you can hit that's 3 mana, right? I guess another Spreading Seas. You don't need the 3rd den yet? Okay, well, I'm really happy to draw the 3rd den. Main phase Scry too. Now that's a choice. GG's. Dude, I can't believe we won this game. Very, very swingy. Test. I dropped my mouse, I unplugged my mic, but we won the match. We have all 3 Den of the Bugbears. We have turn 1 Ragavan against a non-companion. I'm gonna keep, I think. We also have Shinka. This is a really weird hand. We also don't have double black. But we can get black mana if we hit with Ragavan. Den was so good to us last game. Well, I guess. I mean, Ragavan on the play against a non-companion deck is really nice. Like, it's kind of hard to mulligan that. Titan. I guess I'm going to cast the Grazer. We've got no spells in their hand. Finally, Grazer is working for me instead of against me. They drew a 2nd Amulet for turn. They still don't have anything. But they have got a lot of good top decks. And now I get to Tourach. I guess not necessarily thanks to Grazer. Exile Breeding Pool. Would have loved for them to draw a Breeding Pool. Discard Castle, Cavern of Souls. They still have their Celestius. They still have 2 bounce lands. I was really hoping to hit both bounce lands, but, you know, what are you going to do? Don't float mana, don't float mana. No. Need to top deck a Terminate. No, we're not dead. We got enough toughness. We're not dead. We can block. If we don't draw Terminate, we're dead. Did I come back from last game? Well, you can rewind. It was a pretty good match, though. Waiting for a content spot. I mean, I feel like I would feel pretty embarrassed to do a Spotify wrapped joke, because I listened to like 40,000 minutes of Spotify last year or this year. Be hard for me to make fun of it when I'm part of it. Yeah, so I think even if we draw Terminate, we probably can't win. Okay, we did not draw Terminate. Game 2. Okay, let's go. I do think this matchup's fine. Don't feel great losing game 1, but we got, you know, a lot of good cards in the matchup. How old is my mouse? Am I like a year and a half old? Why? What sort of music? My top artists were Oliver Tree, Childish Gambino, Mark Ribley, Meech Pango, and then I think Bo Burnham. And then I listened to like 1,000. It said I listened to 1,022 different artists, which I think it's because I listened to so many soundtracks or something. But I just kind of, you know, I sit and listen to it during the stream and I just let it go, you know, all day. Great hand. Put back Bauble. Now I want you to have a Titan in your hand, opponent. They do. Awesome. Let me take that Explore. Do you have a favorite smell? I actually have a really weak sense of smell, so usually when I can't smell something, it's pretty overwhelming. So I guess my favorite smell would be no smell at all. I was in the top 0.1% or something like that percent of Oliver Tree listeners. Really like Oliver Tree. Okay, I'm gonna get a Bloodstained Mire for Delirium and a Den of the Bugbear. And then, do I shock? I'll probably regret it if I don't. The weirdest question I've been asked by chat. The problem is if I answer that, then chat's just gonna spend the rest of the stream trying to ask the weirdest question possible. I guess that they already are. What type of music does Oliver Tree put out? Weird music, I guess. I don't know. He's like, I don't know how exactly you describe him. I'm sure he fits into a genre, but he's just a good music guy. You know what I mean? Just a good music guy. Alt rock, pop rap, something like that. He's just good. He's just listen to him. Or don't, you know. Live your life. Do I terminate the Dryad? Terminate the Dryad, and then can I attack with 2 dens? I can if I draw a land, but if I don't, that's 13 damage. So yeah, it's lethal if I can surveil into a land. So let's try to surveil into a land. Although I guess I could graveyard this and play it off Lurrus if I don't find anything better to do. I'm gonna count that as something better to do. Oh, I mean, I also still get to go Lurrus Alpine Moon. Yeah, would probably name the haste land there. Okay, now all we have to do is win game 3 and then win the match. And then also fade all of chat's silly questions. Yeah, and then also win the next match. I think this is keepable. Opponent's mulled to 6. Thinking about their 6-card hand. Do I have a weak sense of taste along with smell? I think so, yeah. Esther always tells me I take really big bites, and I think that's because I have a weaker sense of taste. Esther also likes food, you know, way more than I do. Okay, it's really unlikely I need to play this Chalice yet. Although playing Chalice this turn gives me like 1 extra look at Alpine Moon, but it's bad if I draw Bauble. But like maybe the upside of drawing Moon is like outweighs the downside of maybe drawing a Bauble here. Okay, so I think I'm gonna Chalice first. Yeah, graveyard the Bauble. Thoughtseize. Graveyard the Den. Still 1 type away from Delirium. They have Bajuka Bog, Forest, Dryady of the Elysian Grove, Primeval Titan. So they get an Amulet next turn. They float a mana. Even if they draw a bounce land, they can't Titan. I'm pretty sure I just take the Titan, though. You want to take the Dryad? I think you're just greedy because I have Voidwalker, to be honest. Yeah, take Dryad, Terminate Dryad, exactly. And I might upkeep the Terminate. So my opponent's hand is... What are they... It's just 1 Mystery card, so I thought they had 2 cards in their hand. I think I'm gonna upkeep Terminate. If their hand is like Bounce Land Titan, it's just like kind of a nightmare. Guess we grew... No, let me put that on top so I can go next turn Voidwalker plus cast Kroxa. I think them discarding a card is actually pretty valuable here. Get Delirium next turn with the Thoughtseize. It was a Titan. It was a Titan. So we get another Titan with the Voidwalker, which is always just like the sickest thing ever to do. They play their land for turn. I think I put Mire. Do I get Mire here? Maybe Mire. Second in. And then I think I do cast the Thoughtseize for Delirium, which is relevant for, you know, the Channeler and the Heat. They do also only have 5 mana, so they can't even cast a Titan this turn. They can cast a Dryad, but they can't cast Titan next turn, so I just get to go Heat and then escape Kroxa or, you know, do whatever I want. Gonna upkeep fetch. I guess I'm gonna get an Urborg probably off this Titan trigger. It is cool how many like good things I have to get off my Titan when I steal it. Yeah, with them only having 5 mana, this should be pretty wrapped up. Nine cards of the yard. I'm gonna leave these. Oh, that's 2 instants on accident. Sorry. Should be fine. It's like we're going to the finals. I will say that our 5-0 conversion this season has been really good still. I'm gonna get some water while you guys get your points in. Got trophy 13 yesterday. Can we get trophy 14 today? Yeah, I usually keep this hand on the play against no companion. 2 looks like a second land. Ragavan's kind of likely to hit. Rest of my hand being like kind of a high mana curve is awkward for sure, but I think the upside is too high to mulligan. Can maybe have Baubled first and see maybe if I want to Thoughtseize on one, but I think with only 1 land I have to do this. It's Titan again. Okay. Okay, hopefully no turn 1 Grazer. This hand can be really good against Titan. They have either Amulet or Grazer. Damn it! No, the memes are real! The Grazer's actually just like unbeatable here. Oh, I forgot to do the Harry clip. That's why I'm getting punished here. I think I need a Thoughtseize to make way for like a 3-drop. They have a second Grazer. I guess I have to take this Pact. Should have attacked first. But they're gonna block no matter what. Who am I kidding? Also missed on the land, unfortunately, of course. They're gonna need to make some Saga tokens, but if we can rattle off like back-to-back lands, we're gonna be okay, huh? Maybe not. Yeah, the Grazer's just like, it's just game over. Who would win, the $70 Monke or the... Maybe this card's like $1, I don't know. We'll say 10-cent Beast. You got a price check on a Boreal Grazer. Well, last match we lost game 1 against Titan. We won the match. Maybe that'll happen again. Yeah, I know foil Grazers are expensive. 18 cents. Yeah, people are like, ban Ragavan, ban Ragavan. Why don't we ban a Boreal Grazer and Yawgmoth and Midnight first? Huh? We can't win. We're super dead. Okay, this exact same thing that happened last match, though. Exactly last thing that happened last match. Lost game 1. Won both sideboard games. I think we kept like a really similar hand too. That also didn't work out last match, game 1. Jade Avenger does beat a Boreal Grazer. This is true. It is known. Voidwalker's really good in this matchup. We have Voidwalker into Tourach. This hand is probably going to lose to a turn 3 Titan. And we can maybe be at peace with that. I mean, we even have, like, you know, of course, like, top decks that are good. Curse you, Grazer. Yeah, Thoughtseize is probably the best draw. Okay, Dryad Valakhit's pretty scary. They have a Suva the Valakut, it's very scary. Need a top deck. Too bad their hand wasn't 2 Titans, huh? Wait, hold on. Their hand is just Titan? After they discard the Grazer? Okay, that's actually not bad, right? Because if they draw anything besides Castle Garenbrig, they can't Titan next turn. Okay, Saga. So and now I get to go kick Tourach, cast Titan. They can hit me for 4. They also, if they draw a land next turn, they get to double Valakut, kill my Titan. Bounce land, they get to deal me 12 damage. Don't think I want to get I could get a fetch land to try to escape Kroxa next turn. Yeah, when do I get Urborg fetch land so that I don't have to crack the fetch? But I have the option to. Yeah, so we want them to draw a spell this turn. We also need to find a removal spell for the Dryad. We should wait to cast in case they hit land to kill Titan. Voidwalker maintains timing restrictions. You can't cast Titan at instant speed. They drew a 3rd Valakut. Or, you know, 2nd Valakut, but one's a Vesuva. And next turn they can get Expedition Map in order to find them a bounce land to kill me. So I need to top deck a removal spell to kill Dryad or I lose. We have 4 Unholy Heats, 3 Terminates, so we have 7 outs to kill Dryad. Oh, yeah, Alpine Moon too, so 9 outs. 9 outs. So I'm going to fetch to Thin. 9 outs of 46. I guess Kolaghan's command might do it. No, it doesn't do it. That doesn't do it either. That doesn't do it either. I'll make them kill me, I guess. I don't know how they could maybe just not have Expedition Map in their deck, but I told you to take Dryad. I didn't have the opportunity to take Dryad here. This was not a game where I could have discarded this Dryad. I had no ability to do that. Maybe we should have attacked with the Tourach too. It doesn't really matter. Alright, wasn't meant to be, chat. Not this match, at least. Rough day. Rough day.